So I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, or in my heart lately. And it also pertains to some shifts that have happened within me, because I have definitely shifted my view on this pretty recently. And that is that if you've been into any kind of modern spirituality lately, then you probably noticed a lot of talk about manifesting your dream life, manifesting your dream partner, manifesting your life experience in different ways. And the biggest hit in this was definitely The Secret, which came out like a decade ago and got people all excited because now they can manifest anything they want and thoughts become reality. You just have to ask and believe and receive. But the big missing piece in this is, who do you believe yourself to be? From where are you creating this? And so as long as we are identified with the smaller self, as long as we are identified with the personality and with this part of us that is related to the timeline, to the story, the tragedies and everything that is happening, pretty much anything we are trying to manifest comes from a subtle or not so subtle sense of trying to compensate for a lack of some kind. A lack or a fear that's coming from a sense of protecting something, or making sure that something bad will not happen in the future by trying to manifest something good. And so when we are in this place of opposition, then there is like this subtle desperation that is in the background always. And I know this for myself, which was the biggest thing that I noticed after I've been talking about this a lot lately, but it's because it's shifted so much in me. When Toby's and my marriage ended, I became so confronted with how terrified I have been the whole time throughout our entire relationship of losing him. Even when things were just the most amazing anything I've ever experienced, and it felt like, oh my god, can life be this good? I was terrified in the background of losing him, of losing the dream, of the dream ending in this way. And so what's been so beautiful about this is that it has really pushed me through seeing where I've been identifying with a dream character. And it kind of goes without saying, you know, like if the dream is sweet, why wake up? So it's usually when we experience some kind of intense suffering that we are really pushed to see. When the mind gets so fucking loud that it can't be ignored and we can't sleep and it's like taking over everything, that's when we are really pushed to see the value in waking up and in loosening the grip of the mind and of the smallness in this way. And so even in the midst of things being so beautiful, there is a subtle fear in the background of losing that, and that is because of this identification with this imaginary character, with not even imaginary, because there is the beauty, there is the love story, there is the emotions and everything. But if it's completely identified with, there is such a contraction and such a cramp in that as well. And when we begin to tap into our limitless nature and into the open presence and the open awareness that we truly are, then what remains is a total acceptance and a total trust in life. And not, we can still have preferences, but there is the willingness to feel everything, to go through everything, if that's what's best for our expansion, and to be with whatever shows up without holding so doggedly in such a cramp to what our preferences are and things working out the way we want them to. And so when we have the experience of waking up, whether it's for a short moment, what some call a non-abiding awakening, or whether it becomes permanent, which is called an abiding awakening apparently. And by the way, also when we have this taste of waking up, then what happens is that this fire of truth, this fire of awakening will begin to burn through all of the layers where we have been holding back, where we have been holding on in different ways. And that can sometimes be a very gentle letting go, and sometimes it can be like going through hell on the way to the next layer of freedom. So to wake up, we really have to have the willingness to go through all of those layers. And I am by no means there yet. I mean, I am there in the way that we always are, that there is always this perfection in the moment, but there are definitely things burning through me on a daily basis, and things are happening through the emotions through the Kundalini circuit, etc. But anyway, when we really begin to live our lives more or less from this place of feeling ourselves as, not ourselves, but as just a momentary or infinite expression of life itself, and we are rested in that, then there is an acceptance and a willingness to feel everything, and then from that place we can actually fully engage in life. We can manifest our reality, we can choose to travel or attract a dream partner, create a beautiful love story. But there is the seeing of the transience of that nothing is held onto with such strength and with such determination, because it's seen for what it is, and in that we can actually enjoy all of it more fully. We can actually see it for what it is, and there's a great love and a great gratitude and a great appreciation for every single person that enters our lives, whether it's for a night or a year or a lifetime. So this is my invitation to you as well. I've just today actually created some meditations and some practices for the Sensual Yogini Academy, which gives a direct experience of this awakened space, whether it's new for you or whether you already reside in this more or less. It gives a very direct experiential imprint of what it is to live from this place. But whether you are exploring that with me or with someone else, it doesn't really matter. But if this calls you, then I encourage you to really go ahead and really follow the resonance, follow your heart, because it will always lead you into the next level of freedom, the next level of awakening. So from this beach, from my heart to yours, have a beautiful day and enjoy, and welcome to the playground of infinite abundance.